Yes, this is me, Hudson George. Tonight, I'm doing a little live. Now, Grenada is a place where politics is a popular culture, divide between different groups of people, different factions. Some people support naively, some support based on friendship, ideology, political location, where you went to school. According to who you went to school with, you support the politics, and it's so many different things. Tongue versus country and all them things. It's a lot of shit in Grenada politics. So tonight my topic is why Grenada make Donald Trump's administration list to dump deportees. So most likely Donald Trump, when he take office, he going to get rid of some immigrants as deportees. So why Grenada make the list of places chosen to dump the deportees? Now if you look at stats on Caribbean crime by countries, Grenada have one of the lowest crime rate. Because in Grenada, it is the chances of you being wealthy and being robbed by gangs or by individuals is very, very low to compare with other Caribbean countries where people rob rich people of the wealth or the money. It's not too common in Grenada. And most crime in Grenada is crime of passion, where maybe two young men or just men get angry and they fight and they kill each other. And there's little other things underground wall perhaps cause it too. But most of it, Grenada, we could say crime is very low. Now I am presupposing why Grenada make the list of countries the Trump administration is saying they will dump immigrants, or they don't want undesirable immigrants. I totally believe is our Grenadian politics that cause it. Grenada media news is based on more to the left. But in real life in Grenada, even the media people who talking left, the lifestyle and the personality does not look like left. But the narrative is left. And that comes from the People's Revolution. And then you have young people who buy into it, like how when long ago we used to tell quick crack story about Compezai and Competig. We call that Anansi story. So some young people buy into it. This PRG revolution crap, which the story has not been told. Now we have some young people in government. We have a young government. And they buy into the Anansi story about the revolution. They come up with Heroes Day, they come up with October 19th, even though they don't name heroes, they pass in Parliament. October 19th is a holiday, like a sacred day, right? Because they bought into the PRG Anansi story, right? They hear something and they believe. It's like when parents teach the children to hate relatives or other members of the family, and the children grow up with hatred. They teach them to hate the family, relatives, neighbors. So it's the same thing with these young people in government. Another thing again too, this new administration go asking the American for Maurice Bishop body. So they were intimidating the Americans, naively not knowing that the Americans came to Grenada in 1983, and when you're betting big powers, they're watching you, they're listening to you. So it could be, I'm just presupposing, Grenada made the list of places where Donald Trump is saying, administration saying they go dump deportees, immigrants, what cannot go back to the country. So I think we're behaving like a mouse trying to fight with an elephant, or making Grenada look like eggs in a rock stone dance. So let's say America is rock stone and Grenada is eggs. Eggs can fight in rock stone dance. Eggs don't have the body to take blows from rock stone. So we just buy attention from big powers, which we don't supposed to be buying. Now, I was watching the news 2 days ago and I see Venezuela is selling 1,000,000 barrels of oil again. Now, Venezuela could talk big, because Venezuela is a big country. I've been to Venezuela when I was very young. It's a big country. So the people could bamba. That means they could talk big because they have oil, the most oil in the world. Grenada don't have nothing in comparison with Venezuela. As a matter of fact, Venezuela have an island called Margarita. Is it Margarita bigger than Grenada? I'm not too sure, but it's an island not far from Grenada where sexy girls just go and shop and buy their nice clothes, and when they get money from the boyfriend and husband, or if they work for the money, you know what I mean? Or they get it from the sugar daddy, they go Venezuela and shop. In Margarita, Freeport, you got nice clothes, right? Now, the reason why I raise the topic again too, I listen to all those Grenadian media houses on social media and different political groups. They don't really touch that topic. They don't touch the topic. So I think I don't belong to no political party. So I just presupposing perhaps this present government intimidate the Americans. That's why they're saying Grenada will be chosen as a place to dump or deport illegal immigrants in the United States. These are citizens of other countries that maybe don't want to go back to the country. But the question is, how the American is going to do it? We don't know. The Grenadian government could say no. But then if you check the histories of the countries, Caribbean countries, what was named, Panama, Turks and Caicos Island, the Bahamas, and Grenada. Grenada is deep down south. As a matter of fact, Grenada could be even called a South American Caribbean island. I mean, it was colonized by British, right? So, I always say in Grenada, this leftist thing we're preaching, we don't have the resources and so to back up these things. It come like catechism or like recitation or for people with leftist political views, and they get that from the PRG. And we have some young people in power. They don't know nothing about PRG and revolution, but they just talk like they know and they're revolutionary. You're going to ask the American for Maurice Bishop body and all them things. Americans didn't kill Maurice Bishop. The new government should have called a session with all the PRG guys who make jail and who didn't make jail, some turn MPs in government and things. Call them and ask them what they know. But you're not going to ask American people. America is superpower. You have to leave that for Russia and China and other developing countries that have resources. You can't talk bigger than yourself, you know. The American go say, these people on this little Caribbean island, they manage. This politician manage. They're asking for things. So we go teach them a lesson. You understand? That is what I believe. That is why I believe. I believe is that what happened. And so I'm not staying too long tonight. I just put my little 2 pence to it. Because if based on world population, they say Grenada 126,000 people. That's what they say, 126,000 people. So if you have 126,000 people, there I know some other Caribbean countries and other countries in the world that underpopulated, Belize, Guyana, Suriname, they could take lots of more people. So why is Grenada? I as a Grenadian, I totally believe this leftist narrative being promoted by media in Grenada from an intellectual perspective or intellectual school of thought. But in real life, these people and them, they're not leftists. They're just pushing a narrative. We doesn't have a vibrant, militant working class in Grenada for leftist politics. We don't have that. We're not living in the 1951 Eric Gary era when 90 to 92% of the 90% of the population were estate workers. So you say you have a working class following. So all these book Marxists and book socialists, especially from the southern part of Grenada, they are the ones who, some of them not born in the south, but the school in the south. So the alumni school is in the south, and it gives them a brotherhood with those schools in the city to be, and they see it as prestigious to hold into that narrative. So plus a lot of these left-wing from a PRG people are living in the United States. They didn't stay home and do groundwork with working class people to create a left-wing socialist party or left-wing politics. They're based in America and they had agents in Grenada hijacking political parties. Presently, there is wrangling in the NNP party coming up, convention coming. I saw on Facebook saying maybe they might fight in the convention. And I see some young NNP people supporting a former PRG controversial political character. So it's more bacchanal again, and these young people doesn't understand politics from the past. They don't know what is. They don't even know what is socialism, what is communism, what is not. They just see somebody and perhaps they like them. So the political character, some of them might be following in the NNP convention. I see that character as those who supported him is like they're supporting Christopher Columbus. They will support Christopher Columbus if he could come back alive, and they are native people. Or how the native people was naive to Christopher Columbus. Because I know the character. that character don't really, in his southern environment, he look down on, he don't see all these outer parish people as intelligent as southerners, urban, rural kind of mentality, which is a colonial mentality, still exists. So I think I blame in this present regime, when they came to power, they did some good thing. They paid civil servant the money, the public servant. And they do a couple of good things, but the top leadership maybe is taking the Nancy Sterian thing from some little leftist group and they make us a target until Donald Trump trying to administration is saying he go dump illegal aliens from the United States in Grenada. Maybe the Trump administration is just showing them, okay, are you playing all your mannish? Or are you big time left wingers? I will teach all you a lesson. That's what I think. Anyway, that's all I have to say. This is me, Hudson Judge. I'm gone till I come again. I gone till I come again.